Hi guys, welcome back to How to Clay It. Alright, so today I'm going to be making a seafood boil, or you may know it as a crab boil or a low country boil. Whatever you know it by, seafood boil, that's what I'm going to title this video. That's what it's going to be. So I have to make crab legs, potatoes, corn, sausage, shrimp, and I think that's it. At least that's everything I like in my stuff. I don't like crawfish or oysters or all the other stuff. I'm fine with just those things. So I think, you know what, I'm not going to say this is going to be easy. I think this might be a little bit challenging, but that's okay because whatever I end up with is what you guys are going to see. But it should be fun, you know. I've never attempted to make anything like this before, so I'm hoping that it turns out pretty good. And yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. So I'm gonna start out with some white and translucent clay, and I'm gonna mix that together to make the color for my crab legs. And then I'm gonna roll it out and cut it into about 6 sections. So I'm gonna take that, flatten it out, and put it into the shape that I want. And then I'm going to take my needle tool and just draw in where I want each leg to go. So once I have that, I'm just going to continue to shape it and then use my needle tool to add in different details just to make it look more realistic. So once I get to the top portion of the crab leg, I'm just going to continue to push the clay around, adding in more details and indents, just to make it look like the meat that's up there in the actual crab legs. So once I'm done adding everything, I'm going to go ahead and bake this. And then once I bake it, I'm going to use some mold putty to make a mold of this crab leg, just so it'll be easier for me to recreate multiple in less time. So for my sausage, I'm going to use some translucent and white clay, and I'm going to mix together some red and brown clay. I'm going to take that and roll it out and then stack those on top of each other, cut it in half, stack them again and roll them out. And I'm going to keep repeating this process to make a sausage cane. The white pieces are supposed to resemble the fat that you see in actual sausage. So for my potatoes, I'm going to roll out some translucent and white clay and cut that into little pieces. I'm going to take those pieces and roll them into oblong shaped balls, shapes that resemble actual potatoes. And then I'm going to take some red pastels and I'm going to paint all of these just so they can resemble red potatoes. So once I have those, I'm going to take my needle tool and add in different indents just to make my potatoes look more realistic. I'm not going to cut these just yet. I'm just going to go ahead and bake them first. For my corn, I'm going to take some beige clay and yellow clay, trim it up, and then roll those together. The beige clay is supposed to represent the husk that's in the middle of the corn. I'm going to take my needle tool and add in horizontal and vertical lines to resemble the kernels on the corn on the cob. So for my shrimp, I'm going to start out with different shades of orange clay. And then I'm going to chop them into different sections and then piece them all together. So once I have all of those, I'm going to take white and translucent and add that in the middle of those sections. I know it looks a little funny right now, but trust the process. So once I have my huge shrimp, I'm going to take some of the leftover pieces, put those together, and make them as the tail of the shrimp. So I'm going to take this big piece and just smush it together and stretch it so I can have a long shrimp cane. So for my shrimp, I'm going to cut out those pieces and then just shape them and add more details to make them look more realistic. Then I'm going to bake them. So back to my sausage, I'm going to use some brown pastels just to make the outside of the sausage darker. Then I'm going to cut out some slices, add some details, and then bake them. So now that my potatoes are baked, I can go ahead and cut them in half. So back to my crab legs, I'm going to use that mold that I created, and I'm just going to go ahead and make multiple, add details, and then I'm going to color them with orange pastels. Before I bake them, I'm going to put them in the shape that I want them to be in. So once those are done baking, I'm going to go in and add more details with orange, yellow, brown, and white paint. I'm also going to take my fan brush, dip it in my white, and then add it to the crab legs just to add more reflective places. So I went ahead and colored my shrimp and my crab legs. And now I'm going to take some glaze that I mixed with yellow and parsley flakes, and I'm going to glaze everything just to make it resemble garlic butter. All right, so now it's time to assemble everything. So here we have the finished product, and of course you can't have a seafood boil without some Old Bay seasoning. Alright guys, so that wraps up this video. I am very happy with how this turned out, okay? Like when I say I don't have any complaints, well, you know what, I'm not even gonna say it, it all came out good. There could have been a couple of tweaks here and there, but overall I think this was a very successful challenge for me. So if you guys would like to see me make anything else, comment down below or email me. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel. What else? Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Everything at How to Clay It. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I'll see you next week for another video. I almost forgot to mention my necklace today is a banana. I don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah, it's a banana charm, and you can find this in my Etsy shop. Link will be down below. Also, I made this little crab leg here. You guys see? Let me know if I should add this to my shop as maybe a keychain, necklace. Comment down below if you guys would be interested in that. You know, I think that would be kind of cute. Little crab necklace. I don't know. Just let me know. Alright guys, bye.